is a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 38 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson set to lead the Houston Texans, and last week against the Miami Dolphins, lead the Texans. He did, Charles. I mean, if there's any question about whether or not this knee injury is in the rearview mirror, boy, is it in the rearview mirror. He was spectacular.
Not to mention the bruised lung that kept him from getting on a plane to go to Jacksonville. Fortunately, he had a home game against Miami. Probably got a little extra treatment, a little extra rest. And boy, did he put it to good use. 16 of 20, 239, 5 touchdowns. That's right, 5 touchdowns, 4 incompletions. He's been unbelievable.
He now has 34 touchdown passes in his 15 career games, Charles. Only Hall of Famer Kurt Warner at 36 has more. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
I'm taking a good look at linebacker Dante Hightower, who missed most of 2017 due to injury. And I do believe that the Patriots missed him in a big way in the Super Bowl, because you remember against Atlanta in the previous Super Bowl, it was a strip sack by Dante Hightower that changed the complexion of the game. Big and strong in the middle, stout against the run, can rush the passer from a defensive end position, and he's just that alpha guy that everyone gravitates towards on the defensive side of the ball.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding at a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On second down, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now it's Miller, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. It's a foot race. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Gostkowski for the point after. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Possession of the ball going back over to Houston, and this is a Texans team that, remember, they started 0-3, but they've won 5 in a row. They look so good dismantling Miami last Thursday. So, I mean, what's the ceiling for this team at this point?
Playoffs. It's got to be playoffs because they've got a chance to get back to where they were before, which is AFC South champs. They're getting their defense back. J.J. Watt back to being his dominant self. Deshaun Watson getting better and better each and every week. We're watching this team grow. And in a division that's struggling, they could emerge and be that team. And when you have a guy like Watson in the playoffs and Watt rushing the passer with Jadeveon Clowney, you've got a team that can be dangerous.
For a second, I thought I was in the booth with Jim Moore. For a second.
Big Jim.
Come back, come back. Do jet.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Come back, come back. Tiger. Come back, come back.
Watson now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Underneath for Miller. Oh, twisting away. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 67 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that's certainly